You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll gladly partake. It's quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think there are even any Zeugles lurking around for once. Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
Well, I'm sure you have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather interested in weaponry and Renan machinery, yes?
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
If you have the interest, you can always learn. Being able to understand and create technology that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what if I tried opening a spicy food restaurant?
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicint. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alphen? I suppose we should call it a day. Once we finish eating, we should get going.
Of finishing up most of the side quests. There's one that I still have to actually go fight for, but after finishing up practically almost all of the ones that we have had left behind, I'm going to actually turn them all in now.
Yeah!
We meet again. How'd it go with that giant Zeugle? We managed to get rid of it for you.
What?
You did? Damn. I'm honored to meet the man who dealt with that thing. I'm guessing that this isn't your first time taking on something that big, huh? Yeah, but I didn't do it alone. Anyway, here are those materials you were after. Oh, don't worry about those. I'm just glad that the Zeugle is gone now. You can have those materials. I'm sure you'll put them to better use than I ever could.
Afraid not.
Are you sure? Alright, if you say so. I am. I have to imagine you might run into other crazy Zeugles during your travels. Just don't bite off more than you can chew. You might be able to get good materials off them, but you've still only got one life left. He's right. I don't need you dying before you complete what we set out to do. I know.
Yeah!
Anyway, I'll let you go. You can be sure I'll be telling everyone just how heroic you are. You can tell where this side quest was supposed to have ended. Okay, so that's done. I now need to open the map and take us to... no, not there. We need to go back to Sysvoden. Go here. I also believe we are only missing... I think Rinwell is the last character we're trying to finish off with the bond thing.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
So I need to make sure I watch for that when trying to do the training grounds and fishing. I just need to go to 2 more locations to finish off the fishing, and also catch 3 more boss type fishes.
Oh yeah!
Huh?
Hey! What?
Huh? I'm skeptical.
Is that...
What? Hey!
What?
What's going on here?
Oh, come on.
What the fuck just happened?
What was that all about?
He just thinks something's going on between me and Rinwell. And Rinwell being Rinwell took it the wrong way. Which means now I'm getting an earful from both of them.
That really didn't explain anything.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. What did this do? Pest. I've also gone all the way around the map to see if there's any scenes left behind. There isn't. I've gotten all the scenes at the moment left behind. Also, it seems I can't really even finish all the fishing until after I beat the game. So there's plenty of
We've reached our
endgame stuff to
destination.
do, apparently. Damn it, the map doesn't ever load quickly around here. Oh, Captain, it's you again. Did you manage to beat that Zoogle I asked you about?
Okay.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real handful, but we eventually pulled through and won. Don't be coy. You were a sight to behold against that thing, attacking and defending with that shield of yours. Wow, so you managed to take out that tough rock Zoogle with your shield. That's impressive. Thanks. It turns out it's useful, not just for defending. I can be offensive with it too. I feel like I better understand what it's capable of now. Well, thanks for doing all that. Now I can finally get back to work. I'm getting a lot of money from it. I was down on the money. Yeah, that would be nice. That would do good for me. Okay. Where else do I need to no, not there. I don't think I have the book for her yet. See there. This one. Sorry, you can probably hear me whispering to myself. Been a bit of an annoying last half hour I've had.
That was quite the little adventure we went
see,
on.
They're right next to the spawn. I think they're supposed to be right here. Yep.
Right.
Making any progress on your investigation yet?
Good.
The issue has already been taken care of. Your people shouldn't hear any more of that loud roaring. Damn, you guys worked fast. Thanks. Sadly, I still haven't had time to put those drinks together. Fret not. However, please indulge me in this one question. It's my understanding that Deadeye wasn't always so abrasive. Yet you continue to stand by him. Why was that? That's a good question. There was definitely a part of me that wanted to rein him in as he was getting more and more extreme. But I think maybe that part of me also thought if I stuck around, maybe one day we'd be able to screw around again like we used
You don't
to.
say.
And you remain by his side. Hopeful that things understand that. I, for one, am of a mind that one shouldn't sever their ties with the others, at least whenever possible. I take you to speak from experience, huh? Not that I'm surprised. The whole world's full of sob stories everywhere you look. Thanks for listening, though. I was getting lost in my own misery before you came along, but talking with you helped out a bit. Well, thank you for answering me. I know that sometimes these things are easier to discuss with those distant from the matter in question. You really are carrying a lot inside you, aren't you? Come by again some other time. I'll make sure I have the drink so we can really talk. I would look quite forward to that.
Right.
Actually, before we go, I've got one last request. I want you to meet Deadeye's mom sometime. She lives in town. I'm sure if she saw the blazing sword and his pals, that'd cheer her up. Me, I can't stand to face her after letting Deadeye go out like
Agreed.
that. Very well. When the opportunity presents itself, we shall pay a visit. Lucky cat statue. The hell am I gonna do with that thing?
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just junk?
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
That treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Looks like he's not coming home today either.
Why?
Pardon me, madam. What seems to be the problem? Well, a black owl I was looking after is thrown off somewhere.
Oh.
An owl? You kept one as a pet?
Yes.
That's right. She used to be so attached to my son. It's one of the few things he left behind after he passed away in all the turmoil in this city. If I've lost that owl forever, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Oh, it's not for you to apologize for. I'm sorry for laying that on you when we just met. Rinwell, surely you and Hootle could track this owl down, could you not? Maybe. You know, I think Hootle might just be able to do it. Madam, would you entrust us with finding your son's missing owl? I can't guarantee we'll find it, but there may be hope yet. You think so? Oh, thank you. Before we take off, may I ask if you have anything that your son used to wear? Perhaps if it sees something it's fond of or has a familiar scent, it'll be more inclined to approach us.
Yes.
I do. Go ahead and take
My
this
thanks.
with you. Much obliged. And with that, we shall commence our search. Wait, you're a Renin, aren't you? Are you sure it's alright for you to be helping a Danon like me? Madam, do you have reservations about soliciting help from me? It is an awkward situation for us both, I understand. In any case, we shall be back. Black eye patch? Really? We're not gonna be using some black eye patch. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't even know where this owl could end up being anyway.
I can't say I'm impressed. You're making promises too freely. And that last exchange.
Niaz is beset with grief. As a responsible Renin, it falls to me to extend my hand.
I don't think it should be your burden to take on.
Oh well, you're literally it.
Yeah.
Hootle says the owl saw a black owl flying out west earlier.
I see.
If it flew west from here, could it perhaps be staying at the Owl Forest? Oh yeah, when you put it all together, it definitely might be.
Good.
Only one way to find out. So I now need to visit the Owl Forest. My plan is just to finish it, turning in all these requests and other things, and then, you know, the next day I record stuff is supposed to be Genshin, because I need to catch up on stuff.
Well,
He's not sure which one it could be, but the Owl King said... But we're talking about black.
Oh!
She seems to be responding to the eye patch. I guess you're right.
Good.
Yes, without a doubt. I am relieved to see her alive and well.
Yeah.
He says he hates to see her go, but he understands the situation. Apparently our friend here was only visiting anyway, so it's okay to bring her home. He appreciates us looking after his fellow owls as always and says he wants to give us a present. It looks like we want to take one of the things... It looks like we get to take one of the things home with
I
us.
see.
Well, bigger isn't always necessarily better with these things. What say you all? Big basket.
Really?
What's this thing?
What?
It is a staggering amount of ingredients. They look like fixings for sandwiches.
Yeah.
But why is this all here? Well, we could always do more, or could always do with more snacks in our travels. I say we take it with us. He also suggests that we bring the basket back to the owl's mom as a souvenir for where she's been.
Who?
I wonder if they hate having to say goodbye.
Who?
Is that Ashen one voiced by Ray Chase? I feel like I might hear him in there.
Well...
She says she'll fly home and bring the basket back herself. She wants us to go ahead and tell the mother she'll be coming home. That says it all. Let's make our way back. Yes, let's. Sandwich recipe. I wonder if that was just a whole missable thing.
Those three seem to get along so well. Was it really right for them to separate?
It was his choice, and he ultimately chose the lady over his friend. I can only hope this helps her in her recovery.
Alright. Pretty sure there's a closer teleport up there. Oh yeah, the instrument thing. I completely forgot about that damn quest. Just like when I was fishing, I actually forgot about 2 whole areas.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Earlier, before I started recording this, me and Zach were playing Saints Row the Third and doing the Genki Bowl DLC stuff, and I couldn't talk during any of that. Kind of an annoying thing to me. Next time we play Saints Row, though, we're either going to do collectibles or play one of the other DLCs, the Gangsters in Space thing, I assume. Were you waiting for me?
Huh?
3 of them? So the other 2 came back with her son's owls as well? So it would appear, yes. Plus, they also kindly brought this cute little basket with them. Inside, I found a kind of health drink. I wonder if they were deciding of thinking of me when they decided to pick it up. Yeah, I made sense with that sentence for a moment. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really glad for you, ma'am. Madam, if you don't mind me asking, what was your son's name?
Yes.
Deadeye. He used to run some sort of gang. The Darkwings, I think they used to call it. Deadeye. I told him it was dangerous, but he wouldn't listen. Then one day he vanished without a trace. He wasn't the most thoughtful son, that's for sure. I see. I had a sneaking suspicion that was perhaps the case.
Well...
Oh, you knew him? How funny. I wonder if fate brought us together somehow. My son loved the legends about the Dark Old Wings. That's why he kept this black owl as a pet. Ever since he found her, they were inseparable. She was the only real friend that he had. Well, him and Bayfon still. Those 2 were the only ones my son would open up to. They're both still alive, at least. I'm sure they're carrying on his vision. You know, these 3 owls are just like the legend. There was the hero and their 2 followers, and together they formed the Dark Wings. So this little one really is keeping the Dark Wings alive. I'm so happy to see that.
So then,
We'd best be off, madam. We've got our work cut out for us, and if we don't want this heroic little owl to put us to shame... Wait, I haven't thanked you all for what you've done. Before there was some way I could repay you. I know, I'll give you this basket.
my thanks.
Your generosity is greatly appreciated. Please take good care, madam. Yeesh, when you say no to someone, you mean no. Art casting mobility, that would be good for him. Doesn't look like there's much more to see here.
I still can't believe Deadeye was caring for these owls. Maybe he really was a nice guy once.
People are not born immutable. They change. And not always for the better.
Ooh. Okay. Now then. Another quest? How many quests want to open up down here, for Christ's sake? I mean, there's 70 quests in the game, and I don't even think I'm close to 70.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sam?
I guess.
Looks like there's still a lot of work to be done here in Nias, eh, Bayfon? Oh, it's you. It's true. We lost a lot of good people. You know what they say. Lennigus wasn't built in a night. Lately, it feels like that recovery is further away than ever. Why? Did something happen? There was a light that crashed in the sky with a loud boom. I had to investigate it, obviously, so I sent a guy out, but he hasn't come back yet. Was there anyone else with him? No, there wasn't. Just a guy named Torvin. We're obviously short on people, so I couldn't afford to dispatch more for something potentially dangerous. But he's my right-hand man and helps run the reconstruction here. Although at this point, it feels like sending him out did the opposite. I'm scared he's going to die on my watch, too.
Alright.
We won't let that happen. We'll find him and bring him back. I don't want to bother you all.
Yeah.
It's okay. We have to go check out that light anyway. Judging from the astral energy here, I'd say it's like that tower at the top of the mountain, so not too far from here. Great. Let's get to work. How did she do that? Oh, I should tell you where he went, huh? Farewell, mage. Well, this is one we're gonna have to obviously fight something for, so we're not going there right now.
Did anyone notice Bayfon acting a little strange?
I guess he was. Maybe the anxiety's getting to him.
I'm not gonna do that quest just yet. There was the person who wanted me to turn that in. On the side, while I'm, you know, hanging with the guys, if I'm not playing something with them, or if I'm not re-recording anything, because I can't for the day, I've been playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and trying to remake my Platinum team in there, but unevolved. Hey, are all the flying Zoogles gone now?
Sure.
That's right. We didn't leave a single one standing.
Right!
It's true. I guess when you make her mad, she can really take out a Zoogle horde.
Hey!
Don't give him any ideas, Alphen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for the rest of my days. Okay, calm down. When I think about it, those Zoogles were actually pretty cute. I feel a little bad in hindsight. Increased ailment rate. Wait. Yeah, I don't want more ammo, because then... Yeah, I don't want more ammo. See, that's why I don't want to do more increased special ammo. That is why I don't want to do that. Let's see. There's a lot in Ganatheros. Let's just get this out of the way before I forget about it. They'll watch more quests will show up here, I'm sure.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Come on, spawn in. There we are. We found the Zoogle you inquired about on Rena and vanquished it. Here's the tissue we managed to collect from it. Oh, wonderful. Looks like I was right to ask you with your help. Oh, I can't wait to analyze all this. I don't know that I'll ever be able to see eye to eye with our ancestors. It's going to take a lot of doing, that's for sure, but I think you'll pull through. Once again, you are overconfident in my abilities in such matters, Kisara. It's not overconfidence. After all, you sure bridged the gap between Dana's and Renan's. So you're finished with them now, right? I can take my turn now? Yes, do as you like. I'm going to attend to my research now. Right, these guys had quests that they wanted taken care of.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for
It's
help.
a big whine. I've been waiting for you all. Now it's finally time to my turn. So listen up and listen good. I'll cut right to the chase. I have something I want you people to fight.
Again?
Freaking again? And why do we always have... And why do you people always sound so arrogant asking us to do this stuff? That doesn't matter right here. Or that doesn't matter here. What I want you all to fight is a prototype creature that I especially synthesized.
Yeah.
All these people seem to talk about their prototypes and their experiment subjects. Is everyone like that around here? Yeah, why the hell did you have to go and make something so obnoxious? Why, for the pursuit of knowledge. I have an endless fascination with just how strong individual creatures can get. The difficult part is determining whether something is truly the strongest thing out there. If it defeats a strong opponent, you can be confident stronger than them at least. But it's hard to find a truly satisfying opponent. But then you all appeared. He was the stronger one. Well, when you put it like that, it's hard for us to turn you down.
Hey!
What do you think you're doing? We have more important stuff to take care of. What happens if one of us gets hurt? You've got nothing to worry about. We're more than ready for whatever this guy might throw at us. Let's do this. Right here, right now. So, what? Are we doing it here? Oh, we can't do it here. We'd be in a serious trouble up here if one of you blew out a hole in the station while you fight. I already have a good spot lined up on Dana. I'll transport you all there. I expect good results from you all. I assume you're ready to fight now?
Well...
Hold on a minute. We need time to prepare first. I see why you're such expert fighters now. If we end up waiting too long, I wonder if we'll end up going back into hibernation. I heard if we line up here, we can stick with you, kindly ask you with your help in our research. Okay, so there's a fight I need to do here. Go back to Thistleum to turn in a lot of stuff. There are still some quests that need something. I need to look over all my quests and that instrument thing. I don't want to look for the instrument thing just yet because I feel like I need to open up a few more
quite the
areas.
little adventure we went on.
It sounds like it might be an endgame thing. But would they give you a quest for endgame before you beat the game? Oh, those twisters finally gone now.
Yeah.
Yep, they're all gone now. Those tornadoes were no match for me.
How?
Well, I'll be. Just what sort of magic did you use on those things?
Huh?
Actually, it was a team effort with Shion here, right? Yeah. I know how to fire a gun, so... So what were you doing when she fired, young lady?
Well,
I was cheering her on, giving her orders and, giving her food.
hey!
I'm not a dog, Rinwell. The point is, there are no more Zoogles for you to worry about. Anyway, see you later. You're leaving already. You're a little twister yourself, young lady. Full of energy and gone in a flash. Burning Strike. That's a master. Got a whole skill from a quest. Alright, let's see what we got here. Increase weak point damage, that would be good. I think we can get all of this, actually. Nice. 50 plus penetration. Alright, Shinefall Woods. Wait, what about the... We finished this thing. Yeah. So now we go down there. There are still the places I have to explore, but I saved those for when I talk during them. I actually completely forgot last night while doing the fishing. I completely forgot about the saying I have to be nice to bugs. Although I'll admit, part of it's because I know I'll have you there to protect me. Shion. Well, if it isn't my favorite feminine fatal. I was watching you fight that queen bee from the sidelines out there. You're as beautiful as a bed of roses when you fight. Why, I think we have a new queen on our hands, if you get what I'm saying. This here's actually my bathing spot. It'd be an honor to take a dip with you, my queen. What do you say? You're a creep. I'll pass. I don't like men who only care about looks. The bee's dead. Now go home before I regret killing it. With a glare like that, I don't stand a chance. Hope I catch your pretty face again this one sometime.
Just great.
Ugh. That guy turns my stomach. I'm exhausted. Let's find a place to rest.
Well,
Sounds good to me. Nice. Overextension limit. Just get all these upgrades. Nice, nice, nice. More defense? That's good. I'm really tired
I'm
today
really
for
tired today for some reason. Anyway, I should get to work on dinner.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Well, I'll leave it to you then. We don't have a lot of ingredients though, so don't go overboard, okay? Guess I'll do some laundry instead.
We've already done that for you, the guys will say. But where did this come from?
What are you two doing?
What does it look like? We're doing laundry. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around again, are you?
Of course not. I have a good memory. Once someone yells at me, I don't forget it.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him, and there haven't been any problems.
Oh, good. If you say so, Alphen, then I have nothing to worry about.
Hey, how come you don't trust me when I say it?
Just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric, okay?
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stick that way.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if there's nothing for me to do, I guess I'll head back.
And I will be ending this part in the middle of the dialogue.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Ah, playing a game of Toss the Owl.
But who, dude? I forget all the other exotics they talked about, though. I absolutely forget them. No, don't remember any of the others.
Hootle, let me know if you...